So look, a quick game changer. You get you a mat. What this does is it helps you get more stretch in your quad. You hear? Oh, boom. You hear? Oh, boom. I'm not locking my knees out anymore. I'm noticing way more stimulus in the quads when I don't. All right, y'all, man, about to knock out legs. Look, the goal is to get a full leg workout today. It ain't a lot of people in here, man. We just had that Hurricane Helene, whatever the hell it's called, man. Hey, but the show must continue. The gym was closed yesterday. It's open now, so I'm super happy about that. Man, let's get it. It's time to grind. I'm going to warm these legs up. Just show y'all two things that I do, man, to warm the legs up, warm the quads and the hams up. Let's go. All right, this warm-up, guys, I like to call lunge to hamstring curl, right? This is going to warm up the quads, even, warm up the hip flexors and everything, and, warm up the hams. So as you can see, I lunge forward, and then as I come up, I'm curling. And I even like to tap in the back of my hamstring, just to make sure I feel that activation. You want to do that. If you're not doing that, then you're not going to really, be able to it helps with mind-muscle connection. All right, now I'm going to give you tips on how to lunge so that you're balanced. When you come and sit in that, you want this right knee to kind of go out a bit, right? You want that left knee to kind of slightly go out. This is going to really help you sit in that lunge and balance, all right? So look, come down, bring that knee out as you're coming down. Ain't got to go super far out, but just out some, right? And then there's the other one, slightly bring that out. Bro, when I started doing this, it changed the game with my lunges, man. Absolutely amazing. Here, here, all right, here, guys, I call these hamstring scoops. It really helps with warming hamstrings up. You want to point your toe up, bring your heel down, and look, you want to keep that back straight and come down and scoop. It's real simple. Toe up, leg straight, bend the other knee, and as you come down, kind of arc the back a little bit and scoop, man. And you're going to feel an intense stretch in your hamstring if you do this right. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you kind of slightly arc the lower back. You don't really have to, because you're going to feel a stretch. But if you slightly arc that lower back, you really going to feel that stretch. But yeah, man, this really helps out a lot. All right, man, now I'm getting into the seated machine leg curl. Bro, I love these. I think this is probably one of the best things for hamstrings, honestly, right? But I've been starting my leg workouts doing this, supersetting this with leg extension. And it's just really helped me get way more activation in my quads and my hams. I'm gonna talk about this more in the video, but bro, I'm telling you, you can kill it if you do that. I need it. I'm tall, so for tall people, it's a bit harder with the lower extremities, man. It is what it is. But yeah, man, this is how I go about it. And see, as I come up, I do try to kind of slow it down a bit. I usually go slower than this with the negative. But you want to still feel that stretch when you're doing a seated leg curl, right? So sometimes you see how I'm kind of reaching forward. Sometimes I'll do that just to see if I can feel more stretch. It really depends on the machine at the end of the day. Some machines, you may feel more of a stretch if you kind of lean forward or bring the seat a lot more forward. This one is all right, but it's not my favorite, you know what I'm saying? And there's another one I do. And next week I'll get a hop on the other one to show y'all what I mean about, that stretch and yeah. I even talk about this more in the video about how different machines cause different types of stimulus and stretch. All right, but look, try this out. Typically what I like to do is superset. So I start off my workout. I actually just started doing this recently, but I start off with the leg curls and the leg extensions, and usually I superset those two, right? Just get my quads and my hams fired up. Also kind of giving that pre-exhaustion. It really helps me really feel, my hams and my quads when I start doing these bigger movements. But in all honesty, bro, yeah, it's the best way. For me, it get my legs ready, bro. So it's been real good, prioritizing leg curls and leg extensions first. And then beyond that, I think it's also beneficial for my hamstrings too to hit those first, because I never used to hit them first before. Right now I'm just doing, leg curls first and then the leg extension. But typically I like to superset this. So it is what it is, man. Somebody using the machine, so you gotta do what you gotta do. I think they're done now, but let's get it. So look, a quick game changer. Get you a mat, fold it up, or if you can find you a block that's about this thick or so, what this does is it helps you get more stretch in your quad, right? And essentially what it's doing is it's allowing you to kind of bring your feet further back if the machine doesn't do that enough with you. So when y'all see me do the movement, you'll see what I'm talking about. But essentially I'm gonna put this right here in front of my shins over the pad that's already on there. And it's gonna really help with stretch. You'll feel more stretch in your quads. Listen, if you ain't getting stretched, man, you're not gonna be able to benefit as much. It's more or less full range of motion than anything. And even if you do length and partials, which is more toward the stretch anyway, if you ain't getting close to that stretch, you're not gonna be able to really benefit as much. All right, so as y'all can see, I'm doing what I was telling y'all about. And I get that I fold it up and I put it right at the leg pad, right? And you wanna position it so that it won't slide up. And then boom, there you go, activating. I'm gonna be honest, this set, I'm gonna talk about it obviously, but it wasn't thick enough. But I wanna give y'all this quick tip. You see how I'm laying all the way back? I even got my head back. This helps with really, really stimulating the rectus femoris. The rectus femoris is that top part of that quad, man. Honestly, out of all movements, this probably stimulates it the most, especially when you're sitting back in it. There's studies that show and prove that the rectus femoris have way more stimulation and improvement by utilizing leg extension. So don't sleep on leg extension or think that, oh man, leg extension ain't that effective. Yes, it is. It definitely is. It's all about doing it correctly. So that set was all right, but honestly, I would have preferred for it to have had more of a stretch. So I'm gonna increase the weight on the next set, and I'm gonna even fold that mat so to give me even more space so I can really, really feel that stretch, right? It was a good set, man, but I really want to feel this next set. So I'm gonna try to make that mat thicker so that it'll cause more stretch in the quad. Listen, that's key, y'all. Let's get it. Look, positioning is very important when it comes to the seated leg curl, man. You want that pad that's over the legs to be nice and tight. So I push that joint down, bro, hard when I lock it in place. And you just want to make sure you have a stretch in the hamstrings before you even start. So that pad that you're putting your legs on, you want that to have your legs kind of upward so that you start off with a stretch. Even with the lying down leg curl, you see my man over there, whoever that is over there beside me on the lying leg curl, right? Lying machine leg curl. You want to start off with a stretch. As soon as you put your legs up under that pad, you need tension because that's going to activate the muscle and it's giving you more full range of motion, okay? On that stretched part, that's the key. So I know I've been saying stretch, stretch, stretch. I'm gonna start kind of like mixing it up and saying stretch and, full range of motion, not just stretch all the time. So I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like, this isn't my favorite leg extension machine either. But even when I folded the mat up a little more, I felt a little more tension or stretch. But the other machine, somebody was using it at the time, so I had to do what I had to do. But I'm gonna try my best to prioritize this next week to get on the other machine because that other machine works so much better. It already gives you a good stretch, with the leg pad by itself. But when you throw a pad or like some type of block or something in there, man, it intensifies that stretch and really helps to get that full range of motion in the stretch of the quad. So, but I put more weight on the machine as well, and that intensified it. The reps that I'm doing are a bit more slower. I like to do somewhat of a slower tempo with these. That set wasn't too bad, man. I just want to point this out. Every machine is different, right? So you might get on one machine, and you're like, wow, I feel great activation on that machine. You may get on another one, and you're like, it's not that good. And that's simply because all machines are made different. There's different brands of machines. Arsenal, Metallus, all these different brands. You'll feel the difference. Some of the biggest factors with the leg extension is how far does that pad go all the way back. That's what's gonna cause the most stretch. So you wanna get on one that goes back pretty far. Then you ain't gotta worry about putting no pad or block in between your legs, the shins, and the actual leg pad. But it's all good. That machine I'm not really a big fan of. Sometimes I'll bring my butt up out of the seat to cause more activation towards like the DMO muscles of the legs. But you know, it is what it is. One more superset and we get on to the next move. Yo, next time you do the seated machine leg curl, right? Man, I challenge you, bro. Try it, man. Just try out this whole concept of, you know, feeling the stretch when you put your legs on that on that pad, right? Come down slowly, come up, come down slowly, come up. See, before I used to just knock it out like boom, 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 boom. I was doing mad reps like that. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at some older videos. Hey, look, comment below, man. If y'all still watching, y'all rock with me. I salute you. Comment below if y'all want me to like really like do some reviews on some of my old workout videos when my form was crazy, when I wasn't doing the things that I learned. I think that would be super resourceful too, man, just to kind of show y'all like how I'm human, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know what I was doing at first. All these things that I've learned, all this stuff that I've been giving y'all, the game, the gyms, it literally comes from trial and error. It comes from me spending time and researching, you know, all of these things, how to do things better. You know, I'm always the type of person that I'm trying to learn. I'm always a student. Let's get it. All right, this third set of leg extensions was actually a bit better. I just really tried to kind of slow the tempo, and I put more weight on there. And then as you can see, when I do the concentric, kind of being a little more explosive, right? But you know, not a whole lot. But yeah, I just really wanted to focus on these reps. So I took my time with the tempo on this last set, and I really just wanted to kind of push it and push it and push it. Now look, y'all can't see my face, but with that approach, you know, I was definitely feeling more stimulus. So, you know, I'm actually glad that I did slow the tempo down because it helped out a lot. I mean, try it out. You try it too. There's little tweaks that we could do that will make the stimulus, the intensity a lot more, right? But you don't have to worry about so much fatigue if you do it correctly. Guys, y'all want to know how I'm doing this naturally? It's these things. It's the gems that I'm giving y'all in these videos that's helping me do it naturally. All right? All right, y'all. So now it's time for me to go ahead and knock out these squat partials. I've been loving these. Today, the goal is to really just kind of sit deep in the bottom and, you know, work my way back up, but not all the way up. Partials, let's get it. I wasn't really going to talk about anything on this video, but I do want to say one thing, right? So with the Smith machine, when you're doing like squats in any way, shape, or form, foot placement is a big thing. You could either feel more tension in your lower back or in your quads. So with that being said, I had to adjust my feet. See that? I had to adjust the feet just to make sure I was on the right, just to get to a comfortable spot. Nothing I want to add to on this first set. I don't feel like I was sitting deep enough in it, but I think a lot of that had to do with my beginning foot placement. So that's one thing about these Smith machine squats in any way, shape, or form of squatting. Like finding that foot placement, it's not super easy. Like you got to kind of play with it, get comfortable. But I realize I'm gonna have to make like a mental note on where I tend to put my feet at when I'm doing this. You see what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, guys. That wasn't a bad first set. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna up the weight. Last week I did 245. This week I'm gonna go for 255. And I'm gonna throw my belt on just to make sure my back is tight and everything. Maybe it'll even help me with the lift. And yeah, we're gonna keep doing these partials. Let's go. All right, y'all, so I completely forgot, man. Today was supposed to be the day where I started pyramid sets. So I'm gonna be doing pyramid sets, anywhere from 1 to 2 workout days for the specific body part. So I was supposed to start that and didn't even start it. So that's on me. I did 12 with 225. I'm gonna try to go for 12 again with 255. And I'll put more weight on to do 10. And I may go to 8, see how I feel, and then go back up to 12. right, man, so I ended up doing 10 reps on that one. Not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and put some more weight on there. F it, bro. I'm gonna go for 275, man. And try to get at least 8 reps on that. And I'm moving on. I'm not gonna lie, man, this 275 felt pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I think that weight helped me sit more into it, which was, very beneficial with it being partials. Which makes me kind of think that whatever weight that you could do that's a bit heavier, it may be more important to, go heavy while doing this, but not too heavy, obviously. Thankfully, we got the Smith machine shackles or whatever or hooks that'll hook in place if need be. But it seems pretty good to do it over. All right, man, good old leg press. I'm not a fan of this angle. Got my legs look kind of small, but it is what it is. Check this out. The biggest gem that I can give you all right now with leg press is to not lock out. Bro, complete game changer, especially if you don't feel a lot of stimulation in your quads when you're doing this movement. Also, you don't have to bring your knees super wide when you're doing this leg movement either, because that'll, activate more abductors. But if you want to really focus on the quads, just make sure the knees are coming directly over the front toe, all right? And you good, the big toe, you know what I'm saying, your toes. But yeah, man, not locking out is a game changer. My quads were swole, bro, after this workout. So, and you guys are gonna see it, but also on that negative, man, hold it a little bit and then push forward, man. Slow down on that negative. The slower you go on that negative, man, the more you gonna feel it. Let's go. Yo, this angle got my legs looking small as hell. But it is what it is, bro. I don't care. I'm still gonna record it. As I already talked about, not locking my knees out, there's way more tension on the quads, right? So I'm not locking my knees out anymore because I'm noticing way more stimulus in the quads when I don't, right? So to each his own, everybody's different. Try it out. But it's really, really been a game changer for me. And I'm feeling a lot more stimulus in my quads by not locking out. Today I'm doing pyramids. So I'm just gonna put a weight on it I think I can do for 12 reps. After that, I'm gonna put a weight on it I think I can do for 10 reps. And so on. And I might just go back to the 12 rep weight after that. Let's go. All right, so this set definitely became more challenging because I put more weight on it. So I actually did pyramid on this. I can't remember if I talked about it, but I did pyramids with this. And I think I did like 14, 12, 10, 8, and then I think I did 10 if I'm not mistaken. So, but guys, this is absolutely amazing. See how I'm coming down, pushing forward. I did kind of lock out right there, I ain't gonna lie. But come down, hold it, come on, man. And the stimulus has just been great, I ain't gonna lie. Just like, and even though I'm coming up pretty far, I'm still not locking out, and that's the thing. It's all about just not locking out. You know when somebody lock out because them legs get stiff as hell. But see, I was feeling it just now. That's why I paused for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ooh, and I had to really push to get those final reps out. Sometimes what I have to do when I'm counting is if I got 4 more reps to go, I'll just start from 1 again and make it seem like I only got, just kind of make it seem like I'm just doing 4 reps and that's it. That's it. I felt that set. I ain't even gonna hold you. Bro, complete game changer, bro. Another tip I want to pass on to y'all is when you're coming back in that negative, let it sit for a second. Let it sit in that stretch. Try to bring your knees as close as you can to your body, and then let it sit in that position and stretch about a half a second, not too long. And then push up, but don't lock out, right? Come back down, sit in that. And bro, I'm telling you, the stimulus is crazy. I'm feeling amazing stimulus in my quads right now. So, especially for taller guys. Like if you're tall like me, yeah, man, this tends to work very well. All right, man, so this set was definitely challenging, bro. All of these sets are challenging. When you stop locking out, you're gonna notice that your leg press, movements are gonna be challenging. But with this set, I believe I went for 10. I can't remember right off, guys. If I did go for 10, then that means that the weight was 550. No. 640, I think. Yeah, I think 640 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So, These little breaks that I take, listen, there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. Especially if you ain't locking out and you holding that weight, you still getting tension on them quads. But see, I'll do that and take a few breaths in so that I can get, obviously get to my target rep range. Not only that though, it's still gonna be longer time under tension on the muscle. The longer that set is, the longer the time of tension under the muscle is. So listen, taking those little breaks here and there ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with that. Because you're helping yourself and priming yourself to go further than what you intended. Look how I'm looking, man. You can see that last rep was like, shh, I ain't think I was gonna do it. Let's go. All right, so I believe this is my last set. I want y'all to really pay attention, man. Pay attention to what I'm doing here. I always try to make the last set as intense as possible and, raise that intensity. That's the key, right? As you can see, my tempo isn't super fast. And, when I start pulling that head back, it's getting real, you know what I'm saying? So typically I do like 3 sets on a leg press, but now that I'm doing this pyramid thing, kind of been throwing an extra set in there just to kind of raise somewhat of the intensity and a little bit of the volume, not a lot. But you see me taking that break, look. That meant it was getting real, See? Yeah, bro. I felt that. I was feeling that. Man, I put my hands up and everything. I started worshiping, man. I had to give God the glory because I'm like, man, I need you right now, Lord, to help me finish this. Like, I need you, Lord. The strength, everything, just so I can finish this set. Let's go. All right, y'all, so I'm going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to do the Smith machine assisted RDL, but I'm doing it with a barbell this time, with a bar and barbells. So I'm switching the game up. Never tried this before, I'm going to try it today. And I'm hoping I can get more stimulus on the hamstrings. Let's go. So this is my first time doing this, and there were quick discoveries. Boom. As you can see, the barbells are hitting the Smith machine bar. So I did it maybe 2 times, and I immediately figured out an approach that could help with that. As you can see, boom, better. I'm coming down, I'm bringing the bar closer to my shins. And as I come up, I bring the bar out. So this helps out a lot, actually. And I'm gonna keep it funky, man. I felt way more stimulus with this than I did with the dumbbells. So I'm gonna try it out for another couple weeks. Maybe next week I'll do the dumbbells. Or not next week, next leg day I'll do the dumbbells and see how the dumbbells feel again. But I'm gonna be real, man. I felt some real good stimulus with the barbell. And one of the things that made me think about this approach was hyperextension deadlifts. And that's with the Romanian chair. Let's go. Yeah, it actually felt real good, man. So probably throw about 10 pounds on there and see how that feels. Go for the same rep range 10. I'm not gonna really pyramid with this because it's a new movement. And then we're gonna go from there. Let's go. That seems to work very well, man. Like I said, as you come down into the stretch, bring the bar closer to your shins. And as you go up, kind of bring the bar out away from your shins to obviously prevent from hitting the Smith machine bar. And it feels good. So with this set, I was able to do the full set doing what I figured out. And all I can say is it was great to say the least, you know what I'm saying? Activation was on point. Even the back, the upper back, any of these like hinge movements with barbells, your back is gonna get it, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about angles. With this specific angle, I really feel it in the upper back, which is good, man, you know what I'm saying? The back can always use a little more beating, But, here, focusing on the hamstrings, and I really love this movement, man. I'm gonna keep telling people about it. I'm gonna keep talking about it too. And I be seeing people looking at me in the gym. They're like, oh, okay, my man doing something new, different, He doing something new. I had a guy come up to me, he's like, yo, man, where'd you learn that? And I told him where I learned it, Jeff Nipper. All right, so I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all, man. I'm tired of hell, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll definitely record this first set, and the next is rather my calf raises, the 3-weight calf raises. So I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all, man. I'm tired. I just wanna knock these sets out and get ready to go. Today was very intense, especially with those leg presses, squat partials. Believe it or not, those squat partials are pretty fatiguing too. especially if you don't account, low caloric intake, low sleep, not as much sleep as I would like, and other factors. You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna give y'all a commentary, but I'm not gonna do each segment. All right, let's go. So this is interesting. I just want to talk to y'all about it. This same machine, yo. I think, you know what? It's not the same, but it's the same concept, bro. At one point, I was doing like seven wheels on that bad boy, man. And I think, I've been weaker. I've gotten weaker because I haven't been doing it, bro. And it's deep, like literally, you don't use it, you lose it type, and like I remember my last strength phase I went through. I think it was 2022. Man, I had like 6 wheels on that bad boy, man. Just banging it out, 7 wheels, banging it out. Like, boy, you would have thought I was trying to get to money, boy. I was trying to bring my wife to a climax with that bad boy, man. I was killing it. All jokes aside, though, I realized, glute strength is important. So I'm gonna keep that in mind, man, on my next strength foundation phase, and really focus on getting stronger there. All right, man, time to knock out the calves. Like I said, man, I was just gonna do 1 set per movement to show y'all. But here, I'm just doing the straight calf raises, toes forward, heels straight to the back. And I call this the standing calf raise 3-way. If you've watched my workouts, you already done seen me do this. But yeah, I just knock out the straight. The biggest thing is the stretch. Say I'm getting that stretch and then coming up, stretch. I'd argue that going all the way down and sitting in that stretch is more important than going all the way to the top and standing up for a long time. Because especially for somebody like me who has high insertions with calves, my biggest part is gonna be that stretch for real, to really grow that lower part where the insertions are, to make my calves look bigger. All right, so here, I got the toes going out, I believe. Yep, yeah, toes are going out. And I'm telling you, when you do this 3-way approach, you're hitting the full calf, both muscles that are in the calves, right? And you just hitting different parts, bro. I want to be 3-dimensional, okay? I want to be 3-dimensional. I'm trying to look like Baki out here, you feel me? That's the whole goal, Baki. The human form, Baki. That's gonna take some time, but I'll get there. Give me about 4 years, you feel me? Give me about a good 4 more years, man. Maybe even 5. Like about a good 3 solid, focused bulks. I'm talking about like just really working on symmetry and really focusing on crafting and creating and sculpting the body. Yeah, man. I'm be out here looking like Baki, you feel me? Let's get it. But yeah, man. Boom, the heels are out. The toes are in. And like literally in between these sets, I take like 3 breaths. So you literally want to do this for a full set. Like all 3 of these angles is a full set. I take about 6 breaths and then I go into the next angle. And man, your calves are gonna grow. Let's go. All right, y'all, man, so this was a powerful workout. I'm not gonna lie, man. This workout kicked me in the A, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it. And that's a part of the game. No complaints, just acknowledgement. We have to pay attention to that. We have to be self-aware. We have to listen to our body as well. If you find yourself feeling super duper fatigued, it's for a reason. Process of elimination can help us identify those things. But this workout was great. I hope that the gems that I spoke on in this video blessed you. If I said some things that you wasn't aware of, man, comment below, man. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known. If you guys got any other tips, comment below. We can always help each other out. We can help a fellow brother out. So, comment below for sure, man, and share what you got. But it wouldn't be right, man. I'm still gonna give y'all a pump update. Even though it's dark outside, I'll just give y'all a leg pump update. Let's see what we looking like. Let's see what we looking like. Let's see what we looking like. Okay, oh yeah, check me out. Ooh, look at them quads, baby. Back up a little more. See if I can back up some more, man, so I can give y'all a better view. Oh yeah, quads is coming up, baby. They're coming up, yeah. Look at them quads. You know? Let's check out the calves. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. You feel me? Let's go. Oh yeah, we in here, baby. We in here.
You're done in 3.
All right, y'all.
2,
So look, after the
1,
leg workout, I
jump
decided to
for
hop on the
60
assault bike
seconds.
and do like kind of like a hit thing, right? A hit training. I do like a minute low, low intensity, and then a minute moderate to high, not max, right? So you can look at my heart rate. My heart rate probably got up to about 136 beats per minute on this, and that's pretty much what I like. I mean, I'm not trying to do max intensity, but this burns fat like it ain't nobody's business. I'm out, y'all. Salute.